Hey, good morning to you. It is Tuesday, February the 25th. This month's almost over, and it's almost rodeo time. This weekend, I think, is the rodeo,
Oh
right?
yeah, cookouts this
Yeah.
weekend.
Benji Escobar is my co-host this morning.
Yeah,
Are you going to the cook-off?
I am.
You are? Did you get any passes to tents? Are you
Once
working?
on like standby, I guess.
So you're on
But
standby
but
today.
but some of the concerts that are happening there, which you could just kind of Randall King's gonna be. It's a pretty
Yeah.
good guy. Kevin Fowler.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know
I've
Kevin
heard of Kevin
Fowler.
Powell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, we go way back. Yeah, a long time. But yeah, that's happening this weekend. So we've got a busy week in Houston, and really we got a busy show today because it's Tasty Tuesday, and then you're going to be talking with one of our students who made a big splash at graduation.
Yes, he did.
Very
Yeah.
inspiring speech
Very
as well.
inspiring.
But we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We are here just about every morning when HCC is in session, 10 a.m. live. Now, we won't be here on Friday. We'll tell you why later on in the show. But they can also catch us in social media anytime
Yes.
and on our cable channel.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV, our own TV channel, where you get guest rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
So I don't know if you were here a couple of years ago. We interviewed this next guest. He is from Craft Pita. Do you remember that interview? Were you on the show?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay, so maybe it was before your time, or maybe you were on vacation.
Maybe so.
Could be as well. But we want to welcome back Rafael Nasr. He is the founder of Craft Pita and our Tasty Tuesday guest. Good to have you back with us, Rafi.
Thanks for having me back, guys. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we understand you've had a national appearance. Was it on the Food Channel?
Yeah, that's correct. I was on Food Network, and I was on the Mediterranean episode of Alex vs. America.
Cool. Well, we'll hear all about that and more. Get the latest from Craft Pita in just a few minutes. But Benji, you've got a guest right now as we kind of teased earlier.
Yes.
Who made a big splash at graduation, great success story, and I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, his name is Jonah Garcia. He's an HCC student and president of USC and CGA Southeast. Welcome to the show, Jonah.
Thank you for having me, Benji.
Of course. I mean, man, I had the privilege of being backstage when graduation happened, and I got to hear your speech and how it all went through. I mean, just congrats on graduating, right? You know, I just want to talk about you. I mean, you're a proud Mexican American, first generation student, which you said on your speech, currently majoring in business and political science and planning to transfer to the University of Houston. But before we get to all of your achievements and adversities, tell us about the early days before you come in HCC. How was that for you?
Well, if it feels really great because I got one of the best experiences of my life because I never had those experiences when I was in from kindergarten to senior year because due to my learning disabilities I wasn't able to achieve those accomplishments that I'm currently accomplishing right now at this wonderful and monumental time.
Awesome. I mean, I know for most people, once they graduate high school and they move on to a college or university, it feels like a fresh start. Did you feel like that when you tried to come into HCC?
Well, basically, I was like super nervous because I always have the fear of failure because I always think that I'm not gonna make it so far and during my first year I struggled with my classes and I ended up in academic probation for a few years, but after like visiting my counselor, I was able to overcome those challenges.
Yes, I mean, and you told the board that. I mean, you've shared your experiences with our students, with our staff, faculty, everybody. You know, it's great what you overcome. Like you just said, you went through academic probation, but then you became the president of USC. I mean, you've achieved all these great things here at HCC. I mean, that must feel great, right?
Yes, it feels great because I sometimes feel shocked because I never thought I was never gonna make it so far.
So how were you able to overcome those adversities? I mean, how did you manage to do all that stuff?
So basically, first, when I was in academic probation, I'll visit my counselors for some sessions so that I can like improve my academics first. and then I'll go to tutoring for to help me pass my classes because I used to be a C student, and then going to tutoring has benefited me to get all straight A's all this throughout this academic journey.
Mhm.
And one of the best key is get involved because I
Yeah.
started with the Men of Honor program, and I give a big shout out to Mr. Larry and Mr. Alberto from South Advisors for Southeast who have benefited me and helped me throughout this wonderful journey.
Awesome. I mean, I think you just mentioned a key thing there, using tutors and stuff, which a lot of students don't take advantage of. I mean, I feel like, having somebody there to help you, and it's free, by the way. You could just, schedule these things with tutors. I mean, wouldn't you recommend this to any student who's part of HCC right now?
I recommend them to seek tutoring.
Yeah, yeah. And we've been talking about you being very active in student government. I mean, how was your transition? Uh, you know, being part of two big major I guess what you get organizations here. I mean, how do you manage doing both?
So basically, I'll make some time on the set. Like for example, one day I can do Men of Honor, and then the rest I can do SGA. So like what I do sometimes for Men of Honor, we'll meet up twice every Tuesday, and for SGA we meet up every two Tuesdays. And also I'll conduct the General Assembly meetings as well.
So let me ask you this, because we here at HCCTV, especially myself and my coworker Carlos, we kind of handle the board meetings and direct them. We use all the cameras, and we see a lot coming to the board meetings and speaking to the board. But what does SGA like? What do they do? I mean, we never actually known what they do for our students, for the community. Can you tell us a little bit what y'all actually delve into?
So basically, student government, we're the face of the student body, which represent all the students. So, for example, if they have any concerns or any needs or any events that they want to see or any changes that they want to see all across HCC district and the campus, we also make a SGA feedback survey. So with the SGA feedback survey, we collect the data and then we meet up with the president and the deans of the college once a month.
Awesome. That's great. I feel that's a great thing to have for our students. Now I want to delve into your graduation speech. I mean, it must have been an honor to speak at the 2024 fall commencement. I mean, like I said, I was back in behind the stage, making sure all the cameras were good, punching them up and everything. I mean, you got several standing ovations. I mean, and the chancellor even at the end of your speech went up and said you just had the most inspiring words. I mean, how was that? How did you even get from the point of you know I guess I don't know if there's like a interview process to do the speech or anything like that, but I mean, tell us all about that. How'd you get there?
So basically, I'll to prepare me for my speech, and I would like to give a big thanks to Miss Diana Barrero Burgos, who has been a great coach, and also she's such a sweetheart, and I love her to death. She's
Hmm.
the one who helped me throughout this journey, helping me to get ready for the speech, and also I will meet up with her every week. And to prepare me much so that way I can like get the hang of it. And also I'll like before I 1 week before graduation I'll meet up with the Southeast leadership
Hmm.
to give up my speech so that way I can get prepared.
I mean, how long did that speech take you to write? I mean, I've never written myself a speech that long. So, I mean, how long did that take you to write?
So basically it took me days because I truly want to like polish it, to see everything looks good because I sometimes, I want things to go like on a high note.
Yeah, of course. So what's next for you, Jonah? I mean, I know we talked about, you're gonna move on and transfer to another college. So tell us about your next journey. What's ahead?
So basically, I would like to transfer to the University of Houston, get my major in my degree on business, and also I would like to get my MBA, which is my master's, and I would like
Mhm.
to like open a after I finish with my studies, I would like to I would like to open my own car dealership business, and then on the side, I would like to get into public office.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cars. Now we're talking cars. What type of car dealership would you open? What type of brand?
Well, basically, I would like to create my own. So, like, I would like to sell like Hondas and Toyotas.
Okay, a little bit of everything. I mean, the best of both worlds, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jonah Garcia. He is an HCC student and president for both HCC's United Student Council and Southeast Colleges Student Government Association. We'll have all of your info on our post after the show. And thank you so much for being here.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Benji.
Of course. All right. After a quick commercial break, Todd will be back to talk to our Tasty Tuesday guest. So stay tuned.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. We're live at the HCC TV studios. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we got our Tasty Tuesday segment for you. Rafael Nasr is the founder of Craft Pita and our Tasty Tuesday guest. Rafi, welcome back to the show. First off, maybe you can tell people about your location. Is it now 2 locations or is it 1?
We got 2 right now, so thank you for having me back, Todd. We have 1 in the Galleria, Briar Grove, Tanglewood area at Fountainview and San Felipe, and our newest location is in Westview at Buffalo Speedway and West Park.
I think last time we talked, you were getting ready to open the new location. You hadn't opened it yet, and I was looking on your social media and could find both locations on there. Congrats on that. And also, you guys have got we want to commemorate Ramadan, but for those who we know you're not Muslim, you do follow those dietary restrictions. Maybe you can tell us about the menu, and I understand it's fully halal at Craft Pita.
That's correct. So we have a fully halal menu now at Craft Pita. All of our protein options are going to be certified to be halal. We have chicken kebabs, rotisserie chicken, ground beef kofta kebabs. We also just added a new protein on the menu. It's salmon. So we got Ramadan coming up. A lot of people, when they're breaking fast, they need options, and we are a great, healthy, convenient option, delivery, takeout, and even with the sun setting a little bit later with the time change, we're still going to be open and serving our Muslim community here in Houston.
Well, I've been looking through your menu, man. You got some great stuff on there. One thing that stood out for me was that you guys are serving Lebanese wine. How does that differentiate from other wines? Tell us a bit about that.
That's correct. So here at Craft Pita, we have an exclusively Lebanese wine menu at both of our locations. Very unique. It's funny, not a lot of people know about Lebanese wine unless you're a real wino and you know your stuff. Obviously, they've been drinking wine in the Lebanese region for as long as Jesus has been around. It's in the Bible. They've been drinking wine for a long time. It's really unique. All Lebanese wine comes from the Bekaa Valley, which is this ancient valley they've been growing wine in for thousands of years. What's really unique, though, is the French brought in their varietals in the early 20th century. So it's a nice mix of ancient grapes and French variety.
And you guys offer that, I noticed, at your locations. What you also rely on traditional Lebanese dishes and a menu where the recipes came from your family. Is that correct?
That's correct. So my father immigrated here in the 1980s during the Lebanese Civil War. And I spent every summer visiting my family growing up in Lebanon, going during our summer break. And we brought these family recipes that we've been traditionally eating at our house, serving for, 4 or 5 people growing up. They're all family home meals that we said, you know what, we got to show the rest of the world how good our food tastes. And we've got, Lebanese rice dishes, we've got hummus dishes, baba ganoush, all these classic things that we've been eating in our family for a really long time.
You also have, which I found interesting as well, we talked about this last time, you guys have you sell your own olive oil from a family orchard in Lebanon.
That's correct. So my family is from northern Lebanon. We've had these trees in our olive orchards for over 3 generations. Some of these trees are 250, 300 years old. And what makes our olive oil really unique is that it has a nice, fruity, not so bitter olive taste that's unique to the region.
A lot of us are doing meal prep these days, trying to get more healthy options. And you guys have launched some meal prep options as well there that people can buy.
Yeah, we're all busy. I'm sure like lots of the students, you don't really have time to cook after a long day of school, a long day of work. So we provided these amazing meal prep kits, which is basically a build your own 4-meal kit for $75. You can spread that out over 4 days. You can spread that out over 2 days. You can eat it 4 meals in a row, whatever is really in your schedule. And we deliver them. You can pick them up. They're a really great option. Also a great option for Ramadan as well. Good for families, whatever you need.
What was it like being on the Food Network? And we talked about that at the top of the show. You represented Texas on, was it Alex versus America?
Yes, so I cooked against Alex Guarnacelli in her show, Alex vs. America. It was a 2-round competition. And man, I'm the Food Network generation. I grew up watching Emeril and all these guys as a kid, and getting to cook on national TV and represent Texas was definitely a dream of mine. I gave it my best. I basically ended up, second. Don't want to give any spoilers, but definitely watch. I gave Alex a good run for her money. They threw some curveballs my way, made me cook pasta. Wasn't expecting to be cooking pasta on a Mediterranean episode, but I made a Lebanese bolognese that turned out really good with beef and lamb. And then I made a shrimp kebab fattoush salad. And we took those off the menu temporarily. We're probably bringing them back as specials just to kind of highlight that episode. So stay tuned for when we start serving those again at the restaurant.
That was going to be my next question. Can people get them at the restaurant? So they will be in the near future.
Yes, in the near future. We kind of want to make it more of a special occasion kind of thing. Obviously, being a Mediterranean restaurant, we're not cooking pasta all the time. So we want to make it something really special and kind of make it an event. And we'll definitely be serving them again very soon.
Well, you mentioned growing up with the Food Network. I was in my late 20s, early 30s when they launched the Food Network. I was living in Florida at the time. And I remember watching it on cable, just fascinated. Why are people watching things on TV about food? Emeril comes on with his bam and his personality. And then I moved to Houston a few months later. I'm working for a news station. And they said, hey, we want you to go out and do a story on this guy. His name's Emeril Lagasse or something. I guess he's big on a food channel. I'm like, are you crazy? So I go out there. He was at the old Rice Epicurean Market.
Wow.
And got a chance to meet him, had him sign my book, and just the nicest guy. The person that you see on TV was really him. Of course, that was 30 years ago. So it's been some time. That's what everybody
says about him. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been some time since then. But yeah, it's amazing.
The Rice Epicurean on Fountain View?
It was the Rice Epicurean. Yeah, it was the Rice Epicurean off of in the Galleria area. Yeah, the old one, not around anymore.
That's right where our restaurant, our original Craft Pita is nearby. So
do you find the audience, not the audience, but the patrons for each restaurant, do they like one thing at restaurants more, one of your locations more than they like the other one? Do you have to tweak the menu because of the clientele at each restaurant?
Houston has very different neighborhoods. I would say there's some difference, mostly the same. Here in West U, we sell a lot more, funny enough, a lot of our Lebanese wine at this location than the other one. I guess it's a lot of students and people, wanting to let loose after a long day of work. And then, our original neighborhood, it's a lot of families, a lot of people getting our dinner specials to go. So there's some differences in what people are ordering, and at the most part, people really just like our consistent menu. At this location in Westview, we serve kebabs, whereas the other one we don't. So people go to different stores for different things for sure.
Well, we're talking with Rafael Nasr. He is the founder of Craft Pita, True Mediterranean, I might add, because that's a title in the restaurant. He's our Tasty Tuesday guest. Rafi, we wish you continued success, man. Hopefully next time, maybe when you get back on this show, you'll have your own show on the Food Network.
Hopefully one day, Tom, maybe you could be the host.
Hey, I'm all for it. Let's talk. All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Rafi, thanks for being here. Best of luck to you. And we'll have all your information on Craft Pita in our social media post after the show. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we return, Benji and I will return with some news and announcements.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me, I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
We are back live with Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got a few news and announcements, some things happening across the district. One of them happening today, Diabetes Awareness Fair. Very important subject, happening 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Today at the Central Campus in the Harmon Building. HCC Central Rec Sports will host this Diabetes Awareness Health and Wellness Fair, offering assessments, health screenings, and demonstrations on how to live a healthy lifestyle through diet and exercise. Check it out. We'll have information in our post after the show. And we've got something called academic essays, which I know you're all about those.
Oh, yes. Writing an academic paper can stress anyone out. So online colleges, student life is teaming with the Academic Success Centers for academic essay structures. This Recipes for Success workshop will help students learn the different parts of an essay and how to put it all together. This will take place Wednesday, February 26th. At noon through Teams. So anybody can join. So check out our post after the show for more info.
Now, AI is transforming our classrooms, but HCC Student Life asks us if it's benefiting all students. For Black History Month, Billy Sorrells will be the celebrity moderator, leading a discussion on AI's role in education, student privacy, and its potential risks. He's an actor, comedian, and digital content creator for MTV's Wild 'N Out. Check it out. It is at the Stafford campus, Thursday, February 27th. Get this. Lunch is included.
Wow.
I think you might want to cover that.
I'm going to just go for the lunch.
Well, take a camera because we're going to have somebody cover it too. So,
right.
Yeah. Look for Benji out there. He can be as a co-host for the event. Lunch is included. Check our post after the show for more information. It's noon Thursday, February 27th. And Talent Engagement's about to take their show on the road for FMLA.
Oh, yeah. HCC will host a talent engagement a spring road show with valuable information and opportunities to connect. And there are giveaways and prizes. Next up is the ABCs of FMLA. This will take place Thursday, February 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the West Loop campus. So check out our post after the show for more info.
So, as we mentioned at the top of the show, on Friday, we've got a special event happening at 3100 District. It's in our auditorium. It is going to be live streamed, so we will have no up to the minute that day. We'll be off on Friday. Of course, everyone else will be around here. It's going to be a big event. And it's the upcoming U.S. Army Futures Command presenting its capabilities to collaborate on the command's 9 cross-functional areas. Because of that, Up to the Minute will not be on the air, but we'll broadcast a best of episode on HCCTV. To learn more about the U.S. Army's Future Command, check our post after the show. And after the break from airing, we'll return Monday, March the 3rd. Second start's already underway, but you can still get some classes in before the semester is over.
Yes, with classes being offered in a variety of programs in various semester lengths. HCC courses are also offered in a range of modalities, including online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid lab. So to learn more about HCC program start dates and options to cover costs, please visit hccs.edu/apply.
So tomorrow on the show, the director of HCC's Quality Enhancement Plan, better known as QEP, will join us along with a student to talk about an upcoming event at the West Houston Institute. We'll also be joined by the Center for Learning's innovation at the South Campus that offers VR experiences and production services for our students and instructors. Should be a good show. Yeah. You were on the air yesterday. Was I seeing something? On there yesterday. Did somebody call in sick?
I don't know. I just get called in.
You just got called
fill in.
All right. He didn't.
I never know. I never ask.
All right.
FMLA.
Okay. So Benji is will be here next week unless somebody is gone, and then he'll be here soon.
I'll be here Thursday, actually.
Oh, you're here. Well, see, there you go.
Yeah,
he's gonna be here Thursday. All right. Thanks for being here, folks. We'll see you tomorrow live at 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.